Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks for joining me for a discussion about voting video number 113. So I don't have a voting video for you today, but I do have a discussion about a video I made 5 years ago. And I have a nice little clip about Fruit of the Loom at the end of this that you'll want to stay tuned for. So, wouldn't you know it, that Judge Judy did actually use a gavel. So my memory's proven correct, and any of you that remembered her using a gavel, your memory has been proven correct. So our memories aren't that bad after all. But I found out about this because of some childish juvenile video that was made, claiming that obviously I'm full of bullshit because I said that there was no gavel, and now we're seeing that there is a gavel. So that just blows up everything I've ever done, because researching reality shifting, you should be perfect. It's an easy thing to deal with. So you should be perfect with dealing with it. No mistake should ever be made. Okay. And I'm sure I've made tons of mistakes. And here's a mistake here. It's not really a mistake. It's just that there was no gavel found at the time. There were several people talking about this, and no one could find evidence of a gavel. Okay, great. Now we have a gavel, so we can take voting video number 113 and we can make it private because it doesn't need to be part of the Mandela effect anymore. Obviously, it's not a Mandela effect. And I won't be surprised if this happens to 5 or 10 or 20 more of my videos. This is actually what we want. We want people to show that, hey, look, here it is. This large group of people remember something that doesn't exist. Well, it does exist. Thank you. Let's move on because there's thousands of these changes. So this turned out not to be a Mandela effect. That's wonderful. But you have things like this pop up. So I'm going to show a little bit of this here.
No, this feels wrong. This feels wrong. Where is the gavel coming down and saying, where is the gavel? It's not there. You edited it. You edited it. No way. Judge Judy has never in her career
this was funny.
used a gavel. You're joking.
Let's do a few more. Judge Judy's gavel. Remember Judge Judy? People remember her having a gavel?
Okay, so this video goes and shows a bunch of people that talked about the gavel, and they're all saying that there is no gavel because no one could find a gavel for 5 years. And now that they found a gavel, we know this is no longer a Mandela effect. But this video here shows the mentality of people, deniers, people that, they just want to show, look, see, they're lying. They're liars. See, they lied about this. They knew there was a gavel, but they made videos saying there wasn't a gavel. So that, GTFO, because they're all liars. Yeah, okay. Oh, and here, here's the childishness that I was talking about here.
Does anyone remember Judge Judy using a gavel? Well, let's get into this.
But that's fine. This type of stuff is just, these people are playing their part on the grand stage of life. So, you can expect things like this.
How do you remember these types of reactions from Judge Judy? Beauty fades, dumb is forever. But for some reason, many people remember
oh, wow, look at that.
Associated with Judge Judy, but not in this reality. She's never had one, never used one.
Listen,
there it is.
I don't like to use this thing. It's a recent innovation of mine because I
recent innovation of mine. Interesting.
can't keep people quiet.
So someone came out with a video showing numerous cases here where she used the gavel from 96 to 97. It seemed like I always remember using the gavel, but these are from season 96, 97. So I'm glad that this happened. So I'll be taking my voting video number 113 and it won't be visible any longer. So here we have a bunch of instances of her using the gavel. Here it is again, and then here in this one. So yeah, I knew she used the gavel. I remember, and that's, that makes this comment here so ridiculous and asinine. Great work as always, Kathy says. Obviously, their memory sucks. No, this kind of proves my memory is not too bad because I remember the gavel, and here we have it, proof of the gavel, so it shows I have a good memory. Whatever, just want to belittle and ridicule just to make themselves feel better. and they have zero researching skills. Yeah, people like myself, 700-800 videos and 15,000 hours of research or whatever over 5-6 years, have zero research skills because I couldn't find a gavel, and neither could anyone else for 5 years, and now one surfaced. So that just takes all of my reality residue that would be enough to make anyone's head spin if they, just look at 1% of it, just because a gavel surfaced. Whatever. I'm just picking apart this one comment, which is absolutely ridiculous. They seem to enjoy the world of make-believe. Yeah. As someone who doesn't understand the Mandela effect. But anyway, I'm going to link this down below in case you want to join in the intellectual conversations, I'm sure, that are going on down here in the comment section. And you want to check out the whole video or whatever, made by someone who's thirsty for the truth. Well, I'm glad you found the truth in this. I commend you for that. For your juvenile, childish video, not so much. So we know that's not a Mandela effect any longer. Okay, everyone. So we're moving past that. I wanted to share this. This is really cool. So let's check this out here. This is how to date vintage Fruit of the Loom tags. So you would expect this guy to be familiar with Fruit of the Loom tags. Got a bunch of t-shirts here and doing a video on vintage tags, which I wouldn't even think of ever doing, but here he does it. So let's see what he has here.
Basically said pre-shrunk. Next, here are a couple that you might find in the 50s and the 60s. They're all relatively similar. They all have the fruit and the fruit cornucopia basket, Fruit of the Loom being present. There are lots of different small variations around this time, but no.
Oh yeah, lots of variations. They never had a cornucopia basket, but interesting you remember one. Now my question I want to pose here is, I've seen this a lot throughout the years where people will hold something up and they'll say it the way we all remember it, which it never was. And they're holding it, like looking at it, holding it. They're saying it wrong. Do you think it's possible that this guy actually sees the cornucopia? Not obviously not being aware of the Mandela effect here. This was made about 6 months ago. Is it possible he's still seeing one? Because it seems like that was going on years ago when I was really in depth to studying the Mandela effect. I was finding people that seemed to be seeing things the way we remembered them, even though we knew they weren't that way anymore. They were downloading reality in a way, if you want to say, to where they were seeing these things. Because a lot of people weren't noticing the Mandela effects till they were pointed out. No one's there pointed out, and they're going, hey, that's not right. That's not the way it always was my whole life. But it had to be pointed out. Now, some of these things we were noticing on our own. Some people were noticing more than others. And it's an individual thing, in my opinion. It's not just, reality shifted and here we all are over here now. No, it was never, the Mandela effect's never been like that for me. It's always been an individual thing. And my videos have seemed to shift a lot of people to where they were seeing something up until the point of my video. And then when it got pointed out, they're like, hey, wait, no, that's not right. So anyway, I posed the question, do you think it's possible he's actually seeing a cornucopia? I don't know. I just thought I'd put that out there. So that's about it, everyone. I am working on my top 25 of my 388 voting video collection. So I know the top 25. I'm working on that compilation video. It's probably going to be a 40-minute long video, so it's going to take me a while to put together, but I am working on it. And so you can look for that at some point. And if anything pops up, I'll be making videos. I just haven't really come across anything that piqued my interest. A few things, but it has to be something, this is all about me. This channel is about my memories. That's what this channel has always been about. It's about my memories. So maybe a couple videos, but I almost never do videos on things that I don't remember another way. So I have tons of people bring me things. Hey, this is a great Mandela effect. Do a video on this. And I'm like, I didn't see that movie. I'm not aware of that. So, I don't disagree with you. It probably is different than you remember, but I'm not doing something on that. So these are all things that I remember. So this is just one man's memory and show here. And so I was trying to find out how many other people agreed with me. And it's been an incredible journey. And it's not over. So, I kind of miss doing the amount of videos I used to do, but I'm not stopping the videos, everyone. So I hope everyone's doing well. So hopefully I'll be back with everyone soon. Go create the reality that you want.